What is up, guys? What is up, guys? Impromptu student here, back with another video. This is my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Shash. I'm a secondary 4 student studying in Singapore. And in this video, I'm going to be going through how I study long hours without any breaks. This video is going to be comprising of a few sections. The first section is going to be why I dislike the Pomodoro method. The second section of this video is going to be what method I use of studying. So the third section of this video is going to be how I study using that method. So all the timestamps will be in the description below, so feel free to move around the video whenever you like. And I'm a fan of big conclusions, so let me just tell you how I study. I study in 3-hour blocks or 2 hours blocks depending on the day. I don't really go for short breaks, I go for longer breaks of 30 to 40 minutes so that I can maximize the amount of time in my day. So section 1, why I dislike the Pomodoro method. This statement I'm going to make is really controversial, I'm sure, but I stand strongly by it, and I will challenge anyone in the comments down below. And the thing is, with the Pomodoro method, you're not maximizing the amount of time you have in your day. So as secondary school students or JC students, we don't really have as much time, and we need to make the most use of that time. So usually for secondary school students, which is what I am right now, we start the day at 7:30 and then all the way until 4, and then I reach home at 5, and from 5 to 10 I have 5 hours. So I need to maximize the amount of work I do within that 5 hours. So if I were to use the Pomodoro method and study 25 minutes or 40 minutes at a time even, I'm gonna have a lot of breaks in between, and I'm gonna have to halve that time. However, if I were to split it into 2 to 3 hours, I wouldn't have to break my pace every time. So what I'm talking about is, for example, if I start a 2-hour study session, I can study from 5 to 7, and then at 7 I take a 40-minute break, 7 to 7:40, and then from 7:40 to 8:40 or 9:40 I'm studying another 2 hours, and then I usually get to bed by 10:30. But these days, because the prelim is getting closer, I've been studying until 11:30, which really maximizes the amount of time that I have in my day. But of course, your opinion is yours and my opinion is mine, and all of us have our own opinions on what we think is the best method to study. It really comes down to the point of how I'm maximizing my time and how much free time I have in my day. So if I were to study in longer blocks of 3 hours, I can get done by 8, and then I have 8 to 11 even to enjoy myself and relax, which I think is a crucial part of being in school. Alright, so how I study. So the way I study is, I study in 3-hour blocks with 40-minute breaks in between. And the reason I like this study method is because I feel like it strikes a perfect gap in between maximizing productivity and not stressing yourself out. So as some of you guys may know, sitting down for long periods of time is really unhealthy, and I'm a strong believer of that. That's why in my 3-hour blocks, I'm able to stand up and study using this desk I have here. I'm going to put some footage of it in right now. And using this desk, I can elevate myself and I can stand up and study. Now, you can invest in things such as a standing desk, but I found that to be troublesome and not affordable for JC or secondary school students. So this is my stand on it. So I'll keep the link for the table in the description below, and you guys can always go and buy it. And please take note, this is not an affiliate link. I don't earn any money from it. Okay, so how does it help? So studying in 3 hours really is a bit difficult, and at the start I set a goal for studying for 4 hours, so that even if I would get fatigued, I would study at least 3 hours so that I am able to fulfill my goal. So tip number 1 is basically to aim higher than you actually want to aim. Like for example, if you were to raise the bar, and if you weren't able to reach it, you would still try your best to reach that bar, and that's what I'm doing basically. So 4 hours is my goal, but I always hit 3 hours at least. So that being said, it varies from person to person, and you can divide it into different parts, but the more you divide it, the more smaller your breaks are going to be. And I don't really like that, because I have time consuming activities like this YouTube channel and photography or animation or anything like that. It takes time, and I cannot really divide it, because if I were to divide it, I would lose my momentum. So keeping your momentum is key to studying long hours. And yeah, so the thing is, there's a Karma Medic video. This is something I got from his video, it's not my idea. So I'm gonna quote him. So quote starts now. So the hardest part of getting into studying is getting into that studying zone and mood. So as soon as you get into that studying zone and mood, you are able to start studying productively, and you've done the hardest part, which is starting the study. But if you keep leaving, like the Pomodoro method encourages you to do, you keep leaving every 25 minutes, you keep wanting to pick up your phone, and the moment you pick up your phone, you're scrolling through TikTok, Instagram, or even YouTube. That's something I do all the damn time, and I really regretted it until I switched to this study method. So another tip is to always get rid of your phone. So this is something I found out in the same Karma Medic video. Your phone is the biggest enemy when it comes to studying. This is exactly what he said, and I take it word for word. I just hide it, I put it somewhere else, and it really does not distract me. And being humans, we are always prone to getting distracted, and it's in our nature, but we have to find a way to put them past us and get past it through creative methods such as hiding your phone. And if you guys haven't already noticed, I removed my monitor, I removed my laptop, and the only thing I'm using right now is my iPad. So basically what I'm doing is I'm creating two workspaces. One workspace is a digital workspace where I need to attend Zoom calls, but fortunately we're not in HBO yet, so thank God for that. And so I basically just need my iPad for editing, for studying, anything, just my iPad. So usually, most of the time, the only two things that are electronic that are lying on my desk are my iPad and my HomePod right there. Which brings me on to my next point. When you're building music, you're not supposed to be focusing on the music, which is why I suggest don't put any music that causes you to analyze the information sent by the music. For example, I've been addicted to Lil Nas X's Industry Baby, so I do not listen to that song when I'm studying, because it distracts me and it jumbles all the information in my head. So that is the utmost tip, because music is something that's important when studying, but if I'm being honest, you have to put aside that distraction, and it should be something that helps you and not distract you when you're studying. Alright, so as far as maximizing our time, we need to make sure that our breaks are short and our productivity is long. However, if your breaks are too short, working hours are too long, it really results in toxic productivity, which is not fun. So I've had this before when I used to study 4 to 8 hours every single day. And for the next 2 to 3 weeks, I was extremely demotivated and I could not study. So the number one rule is don't break a pattern, follow a pattern that works, and even though you're gonna seem productive, you are doing work and you have to keep getting motivated. So how do I study long hours without any breaks? You have to have something to look forward to, for example, eating your favorite snack, watching your favorite YouTube channel, or even working on these videos, which is what keeps me working hard. Because if I was not able to score well for my exams, I would not be able to maintain this YouTube channel, because at this point I wouldn't really be able to provide any content to you guys that is actually useful, and any content that I would provide to you guys would be fake and it wouldn't really help you guys in your journey. So that's my main point. And if you've gotten to this part of my video, thanks for watching. You guys are part of the 15%. So thank you for watching until here. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and leave a like on my videos. And if you guys want to see more content like this, comment down below. Okay, on with the video. So apart from that, how I do it, I just keep Milo. So I don't drink coffee, I don't have the habit, and I just drink Milo instead. So I drink Milo, it's my favorite beverage, and I've slowly toned down my cravings and the wanting to do things. So before, I used to reward myself with like 10 or 15 minutes of phone time, which is totally fine, but I realized I couldn't stop at that. But if you want to use your phone, I would suggest setting a time on your phone and at that 5 minutes. So if the thing with your phone is you're gonna say 2 minutes longer than you actually intended to, and that's a bad thing. And so that's why I reduce the break so that I can follow my schedule and be on time at doing my works. So what that means is I don't use phone time, I use things like reading my Kindle or even making timetables or studying biology, because it is my favorite subject and you could call me a nerd of sorts. And yeah, and I also encourage myself by doing drawings and focusing on ideas for this channel, and really it helps and I enjoy making videos. So yeah, apart from that, I don't think I have anything else, and that's my take on how to study long hours, because I do believe it's a really important skill that you guys should definitely learn and pick up, because I believe it's more useful for university and JC than secondary school. However, if you are a person like me and you take 7 to 8 subjects, you need that time management, and that means that you need to study long hours. So yeah, hopefully this video helps you do that. And yeah, leave a like, comment down below, and share this with your friends if you think it might help them. And as usual, I'm just gonna say, I want to help people, I'm not in it for the money or the fame. And by the way, if you've not realized it yet, I have got a spanking new camera, and it is a Sony a6100. It has a nice flip-up screen, so I know whether I'm in focus, and the autofocus is perfect. So for example, if I were to put it here, comes in focus, put it out, it's immediately back in focus. So I'm glad I bought this, and yeah, I don't really have anything else for you, and hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Peace.